In the 1950s, the dog food market in the U.S. was heating up. Along with the baby boom of the era came an increase in pet ownership, and meatpacking and food processing plants took notice. Brands like Gravy Train, Kennel Ration, and Gaines were flooding the market with canned and dry dog food that was aimed to provide families with tasty, healthy food for their favorite pup. Even Kellogg's, America's favorite cereal brand at the time, got in on the dog food action. But in a market flooded with flashy brands and powerful corporations and cute commercials, how could one small dog food company from South Dakota stand against the rest? With the millions of dollars in ad campaigns and advertising that other companies were spending, how could Red Heart, owned by John Morrell and Company, earn its keep in the pack? The answer, of course, is baseball cards. In 1954, the marketing team at Red Heart Dog Food designed a set of 33 baseball cards as a promotion for their product. Eager to capitalize on the quickly ascending popularity of baseball in American culture, the folks at Red Heart knew exactly what the folks at Topps and Bowman knew. By pairing baseball cards with their product, they could earn even more brand loyalty, especially among the younger generation, and build a customer base among a crowded marketplace. While we don't know much about who designed the cards for Red Heart, whoever it was knew exactly what they were doing. The cards feature an illustrated portrait of each player with the player's name and team clearly visible. The back of the card had a short paragraph about the player, along with detailed statistics and biographical information. The overall design of the card took the Topps approach of including as much information as possible, rather than the Bowman approach of relying on high-quality photography. In hindsight, the Red Heart cards are surprisingly attractive given the lack of experience the company had in designing baseball cards. But that's not all the surprises Red Heart had in store for this set. Due to contractual obligations, Mickey Mantle was not allowed to be included in Topps' 1954 set, as his rights were owned by Bowman. And Bowman's rights were specific only to the chewing gum industry. There were no restrictions on including Mickey Mantle cards with dog food or any other food products. Likewise, there were no restrictions on including Stan Musial. His rights weren't owned by either Topps or Bowman, leaving Cardinals fans with few options when it came to cards of their budding Hall of Famer. So as it happens in 1954, Red Heart Dog Food had some of the only cards available of two of the most popular players in baseball. It was the perfect way to get the product into more households and to keep building that customer base. The 1954 Red Heart baseball card set was not sold in packs, nor was it included with the cans of dog food. Customers had to mail in a request for the cards using a mail order sheet included with the product. The cards were issued with 3 different color backs: blue, green, and red. Along with Mickey Mantle, the set includes Richie Ashburn, Ralph Kiner, Bob Lemon, Harvey Keene, Al Rosen, and a dozen more stars and Hall of Famers. Unlike other sets from this era, 54 Red Hearts are easier to find in mid-grade or better condition. This is because the cards were not available in stores and were not included with the product, which meant less handling and less possibility of damage. Of the over 10,000 Red Heart cards graded at PSA, over 9,000 have been graded a PSA 5 or better, with over 5,000 in near mint or better condition. The Mickey Mantle card is the most expensive card to collect in the set, with the all-time record high sale of $27,000, sold in April of 2022. In the grand scheme of things, the 54 baseball card set did not create a dog food empire for Red Heart. The owner of the brand, John Morrell and Company, was sold to Smithfield Foods in 1995, and the Red Heart brand has not been seen since the 1970s. But today, the 54 Red Heart set remains one of the most popular sets to collect from the era because of its design, its unique release, the inclusion of popular players like Mickey Mantle, and maybe also because dogs just prefer Red Heart.
Ugh, come on, you're getting it all over your nose.